Hey everybody, how we doing?
Good morning, friends.
Joe here.
Kevin.
All right, last week we continue to see the worst of Richard's character.
Yeah, this is the second time we've seen Richard really lose it. Like, he always seems like the more put together of the two.
But lately that's changed.
Well, yeah, we definitely see his cracks. When he decides that he is angry
Or upset about something.
He completely loses emotional control. And both times, it's kind of been Emily that's had to kind of be the one to talk everything down.
I adored her last week.
I did too, and it's not the first time. I feel like Emily is getting to understand her daughter more. Like, I know the whole point is for her to really become friends with Rory or have a relationship with Rory, but I think she's starting to understand Lorelai a lot better.
Yeah.
In the best way, and I love the fact that seems to be feeling genuine regret for how strained their relationship was.
Yeah.
She's not going to say it probably ever.
Well, she did kind of say it whenever she walked into Richard and said, "You will call her and apologize."
Oh, I mean to Lorelai, is what I was going to say.
Sorry.
Yeah, I don't think she's ever going to tell Lorelai, like, I understand a lot of the problems between us. Maybe she does get there, but it doesn't seem like it's soon. That took two to really kind of fray this relationship.
Yeah.
But you're right. She does understand. She did tell Richard that he has to be the one to straighten it out because we've isolated our daughter. We're not going to alienate our granddaughter too in the same way.
Yeah.
And I really felt for her when she went outside because, again, she doesn't seem like the kind of person that can be incredibly vulnerable around other people.
Yeah.
She went outside and kind of broke down and cried. It was really sad. It was really moving.
Very sad, but I really appreciate the fact that her character is changing.
Yeah.
And that it's coming from a place of real regret. You know what I mean? Like, it's never too late to make a change.
For sure.
Especially with family members. And I don't know. It really resonated. I love that a lot.
Yeah, that's one of the great things about this show, and why when you say Gilmore Girls, you have to remember that it's not just the two; it's three of them.
Four, if you think about it. I mean, like, because the great
right, but really, it's these three where we kind of see like these three generations of them, and they're all kind of growing up in their own kind of different way. Like, they're all kind of growing and broadening their view of the world a little bit, of other people and of each other. Yeah. It's utterly fantastic.
It's really sweet.
I love it. And good for Dean for taking that. I mean, he's a kid. When a powerful adult's going off on you, when you're a kid, you kind of just take it.
Yeah.
Like, you don't know what else to do.
As an adult, I'm like, no.
Oh, no. We've all had those moments where, like, you remember, like, when you're, like, 16 and like, you're getting yelled at by some adult. Maybe it's a parent. Maybe it's another family member. Maybe it was a teacher that was being unreasonable, and you just take it when you're a kid. Like, I'm sorry. But now you look back and you're like, what in the hell? I should have lit into that guy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel
that
like
guy was just mean.
He's just being mean.
Yeah.
Or like your first job, with the boss.
Oh, yeah.
And Dean took it well, but
it shows that he's a good kid. He's a respectful kid, and I'm glad that he's back in good graces again.
For sure. Yeah. By the time he's 30, he's gonna be like, "Oh man, I should have let that guy have it for talking to me like that." All right, we'll go and get started here. I want to thank all of our Patreon subscribers for being here with us, and give a special thank you to Actuarial Lurker, Balash Foldez, Chris Coincidence, Derek Peterson, Jamie Morgan, Jeff, Christy Goverston, NJ, Sundugundavarapu, Torger Lingstad, and WerePanda47. As always, thank you so much for being with us, guys.
Yes, we're very, very glad you're here. If you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, welcome to our channel. If you might hit the like button for us, please leave us a comment down below and hit that subscribe button so you can stay up to date on the new content we've coming your way.
If you would like to see a full-length reaction to this and everything else we've watched or we're watching, check out the link in the description below to our Patreon page. Every show, including Gilmore Girls, we're at least 4 episodes ahead over on Patreon of where we're on YouTube. On everything on Patreon, though, you will have to sync and watch along on your own source material due to copyright law. You will only see and hear us.
Yep.
Oh,
what do you think?
We neglected even talk about the wedding, didn't we?
Good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. Have you tried the arts and leisure section?
I am trying to figure out veil lengths here,
Oh, well, sure.
but there's also a longer one that might be interesting.
Longer, sure.
And then there's the full-on Diana.
Right.
You're reading me.
Wait, don't move.
Rory, stop.
This woman arms race thing is really getting crazy. Why don't you go to a wedding dress place and try a real veil on?
No way.
Why?
Too much taffeta gives me cotillion flashbacks.
Okay.
Yeah.
I went in one of those places yesterday.
You did? Which one?
Mary Mimi's.
Ooh, I see we're going top of the line.
I tried on 3 different dresses, one of which gave me a rash. And I gotta say, has anyone missed the bustle? Because I haven't.
It was not that bad.
They all looked wrong.
Let's go.
How
Where?
long do you think this is
Wedding
going to
dress
go on
shopping.
before
Oh, you're
called
reading.
off?
I'm
I
done.
don't know. At this point, maybe half the season.
Yeah, I agree.
Going to find the perfect thing for you to walk down the aisle in on your perfect wedding day where there will be no pointing, mocking, or walking out.
I do like Max, though.
I do too.
Really
yeah.
like him.
I don't think it'd be a bad breakup. You know what I mean? I don't think it's gonna be a thing where it's like, oh, we hate Max now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just figure out it's not right.
That would be a really weird turn if they
Yeah.
make Max turn heel.
Max is a villain for the show.
Gets a big evil mustache.
He just flunks Rory after they break up.
That would be a good bit.
Yeah.
Spending the summer at Chilton. Happy, happy, joy, joy.
If I don't improve my French grades, I can kiss Vassar goodbye.
Maybe I won't go to college. You have to go to college.
Princess Grace didn't go to college.
Thank you for the history lesson, AJ Benza.
Take a pill.
Mary Rich.
You doing the summer school thing too?
Oh, yeah.
What classes are you taking?
Well, you're not talking to me.
I'm not.
Tristan?
PJ Harvey. Oh, a rebuilding together thing going on tomorrow? You know they fix up homes for the needy? It's a total easy outdoor denim gig that looks really great on your college transcript.
You wouldn't like it.
Because you'll be there?
Yes, I'll be there.
I'll think about it.
Stand up for yourself a little bit.
Yeah.
It's hours of hammering and drilling and dirt, and it's horrible. You'll hate it.
How do you know? Why don't you want me to go?
I don't care if you go.
You just spent a great deal of energy trying to convince me not to.
I'm
Yeah.
sorry if you thought we had some kind of deep Thelma and Louise thing going here, but we didn't.
Well, have it your way, but I'm going tomorrow.
Fine, go.
Oh, Henry, hi, nice to see you.
You too. What classes are you taking?
Shakespeare, physics, obscure Russian poetry.
Wow.
Lane's fine.
Is she good?
Yeah.
I haven't talked to her in a while. I called.
Yeah?
Once. I called once.
And?
Her mother answered.
Oops.
Isn't Lane going to Korea?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. For the summer, probably.
And now Lane probably thinks I forgot about her, and
You'd like for me to tell her that you haven't.
that would be good.
Done.
And maybe you could give her my number, and she could call me.
Yeah, why that should have been a thing already. I really am glad she's standing up for herself with Paris instead of just
too.
apologizing for nothing.
Don't those people have enough problems without having you as a contractor?
I'm sure there will be real construction workers there.
Do you think we get to see the apology, or if we've already gone past it? I think she said call.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He might have called and
Sure.
apologized.
I want to see how he changes, though. Can he change?
Agreed. I agree.
When are you going to tell them?
Soon.
When soon?
When the big hand hits the S and the little hand hits the un.
The longer you wait, the harder it's gonna be.
For the love of God, will you please ring the bell?
You can tell them before dinner.
I will tell them when I'm ready to tell them.
If you don't tell them in 2 weeks, I will.
You should tell him.
Yeah, she should.
We're going to have to eat quickly. Your father has a very early flight tomorrow morning. Come on, hurry up.
Oh my
We don't want
God.
our salad to get cold.
Richard, dinner.
Watch, he's gonna be like in his pajamas or something.
He's the one with the early plane. We don't have to go anywhere tomorrow. We can stay all night.
You started.
You have a 6 o'clock flight.
6 o'clock. Are you sure, Rory?
Grandpa?
May I speak with you for a moment?
Oh, okay. We are getting it. Good.
Nice. Good.
It's the most awkward dinner.
whatever happened to Shusha?
After that unfortunate incident last week.
Grandpa, you already called me about that.
Yes, I know. We never had a fight.
No.
This was our first one.
Yes, it was.
And I must say, I didn't care for it.
Neither did I.
We're fine now, right?
We're fine.
That is so sweet.
She
What's
really
up,
met him
Private?
halfay there.
Yeah. I just love the fact that
Oh,
he's like
wait.
our first
I wanted
fight.
to give you
Yeah.
something.
What?
Is she mad about the engagement?
Yeah,
That's
that's
gotta
gotta
be it, right?
Yeah.
Mom. I have something to tell you.
Yes?
You know Max.
No, I don't.
Okay, I know you don't know him, but you know of him, right?
I've heard rumblings.
Max and I have been serious for quite a while now, and he asked me to marry him, and I said yes.
Well, I think that's very nice. I certainly hope we'll be in town for it, but if not, I promise we'll send a nice gift.
Whoa.
She's so freaking petty, man.
That was cold.
It is.
Suki really should not have called them.
Really
I
sorry.
agree with you. on
Oh,
that
do
one.
not be sorry. What happened tonight
How
was
she's
inevitable.
handling it, though,
Mom.
is
I should have
No,
known
I
not
agree.
to tell
Terrible.
my mother.
Right.
Maybe she'll think about it and call you and say she's sorry.
Mom, I'm getting married. I'm an idiot. My mind was screaming, don't do it, I mean it, you'll regret it. My mind said, I told you so, and then my mouth got mad because no mouth likes to have its nose rubbed in it. God, I'm crabby.
You're hungry. No, I'm not. But you didn't eat any of your dinner.
Yeah, well, by the time I could get my jaw off the ground, Speed Racer had taken my plate.
We'll have 2 coffees and a rant meal, please. Extra cheese.
No.
Why?
I'm through ranting. I'm a grown woman. I do not need my mother's permission or blessing to be happy.
Must have been a good Oprah today.
That was really good.
That's good, yeah.
Yep.
Yep, what?
Well, there's nothing like a wedding to screw up a family. Something that's supposed to start nice, 2 people making promises to each other. I'll love you forever. I want to die when you die. And it starts.
Well, that's not
Who
exactly...
you invite, who sits
He's so
where,
cynical.
open bar, yes or no. And then after all that planning, the reception will still be a disaster because no matter what you do or how carefully you plan, halfway through one of those nauseating Bette Midler ballads, someone's getting drunk.
Mom, I have to be there in 20 minutes.
I made you something really
cool. Can I wait till tonight?
It won't be cool tonight. This.
What is that?
A hammer.
Oh, I didn't even see the hammer.
Oh my God, you're right.
What do you want me to do with it?
Build a really pretty house.
How long is it going to take me to talk you out of giving that to me?
40 minutes, an hour tops.
Hand it over.
I really hope she
Don't
uses
use
it.
that.
I was gonna say, I hope she does. Everyone's gonna be like, "What is that?"
I'll be fast. Okay. Here's my CDs, my zines, my posters, my books,
Stock your
3
stuff
leather
there.
sweaters, and 1 Viva Glam lipstick. My mother's bound to search my room, and if she finds them, she'll throw them out. And then
probably
spend the
true.
rest of the summer praying for myself. It's the Lane Kim retrieval kit. It contains the phone number of my cousins in Korea, a map of the house I'll be staying at, several important Korean phrases written out phonetically, you know, help, have you seen this girl, comes for money, etc. When are you going? Right after your mom's engagement. Shh. Do you think she heard me? I don't think so. Hey, Henry. Called him. And? He likes me. He's perfect. I'll never see him again.
Where you going?
I have to build a house.
Okay, so where are you going?
I'm serious.
You're going to build a house.
It's for charity.
Well, how long are you going to be gone?
I don't know why.
I just thought we could hang today.
I would love to, but I have to do this thing today.
Blow it off.
I can't.
Did I mention the bookstore for 6 or 7 hours?
How about tonight?
Deal.
Good, I have to go. Excuse me.
Hey, you're touching a man with a saw. You don't touch a man with a saw. Okay, where you from?
Chilton, my name is...
Come on, Chilton.
No,
Oh,
it's
they got a
Rory.
special place for all
Chilton's
them.
my school.
You got a hammer?
Don't. God.
It's a real hammer underneath.
That's a hammer?
Really funny. The guy just looking at it like he's...
Okay. Work here. Don't look up. Pay attention to your surroundings. The words duck or run mean duck or run.
That's it? That's the instructions?
Yep.
But I've never done this before.
Well, tomorrow you won't be able to say that. If you get in trouble, ask the person next to you.
Look out! Whoa.
Hey, you learn fast.
This is my wall.
What?
Oh my God.
I've been working here. I put together this entire wall. Go work someplace else.
You put together this wall?
I've done it a million times before. It's no big deal. Louise, what did I just tell you? Use a grub axe for that. Rebuilding Together is an extremely prestigious and respected organization. I've been volunteering for them for years.
Like a
Really?
Habitat for
You
Humanity.
just love the overalls?
I don't. Harvard does. Every person who applies to Harvard has a perfect GPA and great test scores. It's the extras that put you over the top. I've been a camp counselor. I organized a senior illiteracy program. I worked a suicide hotline. I manned a runaway center.
When did you have time to have a life?
I'll have a life after I graduate from Harvard.
Definitely deserves to go, but she definitely needs to chill out a little bit.
So how was it?
Long day. Long day. I can't do anything tonight
Why not?
because I have a lot of planning to do.
What planning?
Oh.
Paris got to her.
I've been studying my butt off my whole life, and I really thought that that was enough, but then Paris tells me that everyone makes good grades, and it's the extras that put you over the top, and good grades aren't enough. I need to do things. I need to volunteer. I need to work for charity.
She's overcorrecting.
Yeah, big time.
Now? You have to help the blind and the orphans now?
Didn't I tell you I was 10 years behind?
Well, you can't make up for 10 years in one night, Rory.
Yeah.
Summer's the time to hang out and kick
I
back.
can't hang out or kick back. I need to find a retarded kid and teach him how to play softball.
Whoa.
Oh my God! Oh my God!
I am horrible. I am underqualified and horrible.
Now you're blowing me off again.
I'm not blowing you off.
You're going to summer school 3 days a week.
You knew about that. Dean, this is about Harvard.
Oh, well, excuse me. It's about Harvard. I forgot.
You're mad? You're mad because I want to be sure that I get into a good college?
Nope, I'm mad because my girlfriend doesn't seem to have time for me.
Why are you acting like this?
Like what?
Like you're 2.
Hey, I'm not going to Harvard. I could care less about Harvard. Relax. Since apparently I'm 2, maybe I'll just grow out of it.
That was a really realistic fight.
It was
I can see how
realistic.
both of them got where they got there.
Yeah.
I really like the writing there.
100%. Felt very natural.
Yeah.
If the tutoring program at Chilton is still taking names, I guess I can do that, but...
Honey, calm down.
I'm not prepared. I will never catch up.
You will catch up, but not in one night.
Yeah.
Dean said the same thing.
Yep.
Yeah.
We were supposed to hang out, and I told him I couldn't, and he got mad, and we're in a fight. I'm fine. I just need to focus on this.
But I can help.
No, I need to do this alone.
You sure?
I'm sure.
I see both her and Dean's perspectives are completely fair.
They really are.
It's not his fault that you're so fabulous. He can't think about anything else.
Bye, Mom.
This looks like a terrible date,
It
too.
does.
Make me
Yeah.
dinner. Is something wrong?
No.
You can tell me. That's what I'm here for.
Rory's freaking out about not having enough extracurricular things to impress Harvard with.
Is that all that's wrong?
Yeah,
No.
a
No,
lot of
talk about
stuff.
your mom.
Yeah.
to think about, for the wedding.
I saw my parents today. They just wanted me to tell you how thrilled they are. My mother
Oh,
cried
that's not
twice.
that's
she
not
said
gonna
you
help.
don't have to call her mom, but you're welcome to if you want.
No,
That's
they
funny.
did not.
Yes, they did too.
Did you tell them that we're paying for everything ourselves?
I did.
$35?
It's the first of 4 installments. That way we can't spend it all in one place.
Oh,
That's
that's so cute.
$140 for the wedding.
Let's get dessert.
That's
You
very
okay?
sweet, actually.
I just think it's great. I think it's great that your parents are so happy and into everything.
She's about ready to explode, isn't she?
I think so.
I'd have to look at it like Max has parents who love him and care about him, and I have parents.
I didn't mean to upset you.
It's just I can't get that one moment out of my mind. That's nice. I hope we're in town.
Yeah, that was
it's pretty
so
brutal.
messed up.
Yeah.
Well, from everything you've told me about your parents, there's so much baggage between you guys.
You figure out a different way. Okay, you know what? I don't want to talk about my parents anymore. Okay, I don't want to speculate about them. I don't want to analyze them. I don't want to think about them anymore. We should go.
I'm sorry tonight brought up all these bad feelings for you.
That's okay. Make a right.
They going to their house?
I hope they do.
Yeah.
I think he's handling all of this really well.
He really is.
Once we get married,
Max
things
is a
will
great
settle
guy.
down.
Yeah.
You two will be able to work it out. I think I know what's going on here, and I gotta tell you, it's not a good idea.
This will just take a second.
I don't know, maybe you should wait until tomorrow, calm down a little.
Yeah, this is the wrong way to do this.
What on earth?
Hi, Mom. Do you have a sec to chat? Super.
Oh my God. Guns blazing.
Drunk?
No, I'm not drunk. I'm confused.
About what?
About you.
Poor Max having to be in the middle of
He's
this.
so awkward.
Why is it that when your only daughter tells you that she is getting married, you can't muster up even a little enthusiasm? And you dismissed it like I said, hey, I'm thinking of getting a Honda. What do you think?
You're obviously hysterical.
Why don't you care? My entire life, you've never been happy for me, and that hurts. Mom, it really hurts.
I'm not discussing this with you.
Have you just brushed it off like that? Do you know?
No, I don't know. Possibly very similar to finding out from a complete stranger. Possibly it felt something like that. Now, if you will excuse me, it is late, and I'm going to bed.
Yeah, talk to Suki.
Nice meeting you.
Again, he handled that like a champ.
Like an absolute pro.
Because I would have, if I was him, I would have hated every second of being there for that.
Yep.
Macaroons or chocolate
freaking good
pralines?
cookies.
Go back to the cooking.
Those cookies we had?
Oh my God.
That's.
What is
my
this?
God.
Goodness.
The
That's
dinner
amazing.
special?
Suki, you're throwing
find
me a
anything good to
wedding
say.
shower, aren't you?
It was supposed to be a surprise.
Oh my God.
Is she going to figure out that she's the one who
I think
called
so.
her mom?
I think so.
It'll be quite the affair. I think you'll be sufficiently impressed with the amount of people that want to celebrate this with you.
Hey, you didn't by any chance invite my parents, did you?
Actually, I did.
Oh.
You know, and oh no, your mother told you.
Sort of.
Damn, I thought I mentioned that it was a surprise. Hey, did your mother mention that they were coming? She never got back to me.
Oh, yeah, no, she's got a thing tonight.
Oh, too bad.
Yeah.
She's just gonna let it go. I mean,
Yeah.
That's all you can do.
Yeah. That's a pretty wild engagement party.
What time is it?
It's 8. What time do you leave?
I have a 10 o'clock flight. Write me. Constantly.
Every day.
Encouraging letters full of hope, and see you soon.
I'll be tying yellow ribbons around the old oak tree.
I don't know if you realize, but every gift so far has been for you.
Yes, well,
That's true.
in this town, I am the queen. How can you stand to leave all this for 2 months?
I wish you'd come with me.
I have to work.
Well, 2 months is a long time.
I know.
I'm not looking forward to it ending, though.
No, that's gonna suck.
Yeah.
They're very sweet.
They are.
Hey,
This is quite a party.
elegant and understated, just like my mother.
I'm so sorry, Rory.
I'm sorry, too.
I don't even know what happened.
We had a fight, that's all.
I don't know, I got jealous of Harvard for a minute, which is crazy because I love the fact that you're gonna go to Harvard.
I was all wigged out when I got home.
Well, you had all the right to be.
It's just that when it comes to Harvard, sometimes I get a little tunnel vision.
He's handling this really well.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Don't be. I mean, I'm not going to a fancy school. I don't have that kind of pressure. I can't even imagine what that must feel like.
I'm so glad he can see that.
Yeah. Like I said, I feel like they both had good points in that argument.
They did. I totally saw where he was coming from.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, just consider each other's perspectives.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
And he did. Took some time and came back.
You okay?
Yeah.
Oh.
This must be hard for Luke.
Yeah.
Why aren't you at your party?
Oh, that's funny. I was about to ask you the same thing.
Oh, well, I just got kind of busy here.
Lots of people all having fun, just the kind of thing you'd hate.
Sounds awful.
You would be miserable.
Oh, yes, I would.
That maybe you could pull yourself away for a second.
Well,
It's a really big night for me tonight, and I don't know, it just feels like you should be there.
I know it's cliche, but it is so romantic. It makes you all giddy in a really sappy kind of way, doesn't it?
Sure, I guess.
Everything's perfect.
Okay, I get it.
Jackson, what are you
What do you think, I need a piano to fall in my head? All the marriage talk and the, oh, Jackson, you should see Lorelai's ring. It's so beautiful. We've hit that point in our relationship where the little hints are starting, which means that'll be followed by the where are we going talk, and that'll only end in a big ultimatum. I'm not ready for marriage.
Okay.
However, I'd be willing to move in. Suki, I'm serious. I'm moving in.
Jackson,
So is she going to be off the show for this season? Is that what they're doing with her? Is writing her off, kind of?
I guess. I wonder if they'll do like they'll have like phone calls and stuff. So we'll just see laying
Sure.
in a room on a phone.
It's possible. Good for you, Luke, even though this totally sucks for him. So Emily's really not going to show up for this at all, is she?
No, I guess not.
I thought we might have had a reveal there, you know?
I was in the neighborhood because there's that wedding dress place on Willow. And I thought maybe you might have some opinion about which one would look best on me because, well, you know me.
You're quite capable of choosing that yourself,
Oh, my
Lorelai.
God. Meet her halfway.
Please.
I'm sorry.
All right, you're sorry.
I have some thoughts on this, actually.
Sure.
We'll talk about
I
the
don't know how to tell you things, Mom. When something good happens to me, I'm just afraid you're gonna make me feel bad about it. And I'm sure I share part of the blame for this circle we get into, but
Good.
you think your words don't have any effect on me. I just didn't want to feel bad about this. So I waited. And I really didn't mean to hurt you.
Your head is much too big for a veil. You might consider a tiara. That's what I wore.
God, that is the closest thing to being vulnerable and
I know.
open that she can do.
I know.
I hope she's there for her when and if things go bad with Max.
Me too.
You know, I hope that's her big moment. Look at us,
better.
like
It better
we
be.
could be completely wrong on that. You know what I mean?
Right? You know, okay, so one thing that that kind of drives me crazy about Emily is the fact that like I understand why she's upset that she had to find out through Suki, right?
Right.
But at the same time, it's like, you know, she did tell you. You know
Yeah,
what I
you
mean?
didn't have to
Like-
pry it out of her. You didn't have to throw it in her face. She told you.
Like maybe she thinks it was common knowledge and that everybody knew, but like Lorelai still told you before you had the chance to tell her that you found out from somebody else.
You know what would have really made sense in that moment is when she told her, said, "I've known for a while. I've heard around town.
My
Why
feelings-
didn't you tell?
yeah.
Why am I just hearing about it now?" And then have the conversation. I mean, I get that like it's easy to sit back outside of it and say that, and emotions, you know, and
Sure,
and
yeah.
pain and stuff are actually involved in the moment. But man, it would have been so much better if because I feel like this is one Emily could have prepared for.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
No, 100%. Yeah.
eventually she's going to tell you it's because a wedding's coming, and have it in your head how you're going to respond when it happens, because she did such a bad job in that. It's like, what did you expect to happen when she told you? That was your plan?
Yeah, and it's like really good misdirect from the writers too, because the last episode we thought that, you know, how she handled that, she went to Richard and said, "You're going
Right.
to apologize because this is what's happening." She just stayed petty.
Yeah, she did. It was like, you know, I didn't catch it. Obviously, we didn't catch it. But the idea that, like, oh, no, let's salvage our relationship with Rory, even though our relationship with Lorelai is completely over.
Yeah.
Is what the subtext was, I guess.
And it's not over.
No, not at all.
It's not over at all. You know what I mean? And like
Your mother and daughter, and you're both still alive. It's not over.
And what frustrates me is that like it's constantly Lorelai having to go to her to make peace, and it's like, can Emily just, you know, be like, "Hey, we're good." You know what I mean? Like, what's up?
Right.
You know, please. It feels one-sided in that way, I guess.
Well,
you know?
you're right, and it was completely one-sided because only one person apologized in that conversation, and it was
Emily
Lorelai.
was so horrible this episode.
Right.
Like that was really mean. Like you didn't go to her engagement party.
Right.
Like-
yeah. And if nothing else, even skipping that because you're hurt or whatever, when Lorelai said, "I'm sorry for my part in this. Here's my part. Here's why, and I'm
response
sorry."
was-
Her response could have easily have been, "I'm sorry for my part too." That's all you had to say, and that's not asking a lot because the writing on the show's so good. We had the teenagers 20 minutes before
I was gonna
that
say Dean and
that
Roy.
had the same kind of fight, you know, where both sides had a point.
100%.
And they got together and they both apologized and they were both gracious and they both accepted each other.
100%.
And Emily could not do what Dean and Rory were able to do.
And that feels intentional too from the writing.
Yeah, just good writing.
Yeah,
it's just
you
really
know.
good writing.
But yeah, that's the one thing I have with Emily is that it's like it's constantly Lorelai, and good for Lorelai, honestly, because when the show first started, she was pretty much done with her parents.
Right. She was. Yeah.
She never would have went out of her way to apologize to her mother, which is takes a lot of patience and a lot of grace to do that. But at the same time, I need Emily to step up a little bit.
Right. And there have been plenty of times where Lorelai's been in the wrong.
Of course. Yeah.
Plenty of times.
Of course.
Which is again. Complex, great characters, and good stories. That's what you want in a television show, and this one really delivers that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just feel like Lorelai, who doesn't really want to make an effort, keeps doing it, and I really like her explanation.
Yeah.
I love you, Mom, but I gotta tell you, sometimes you make me feel like crap, and that's why I didn't want to tell you.
Yeah.
I'm letting you know what one of the real issues between us is, and all she can say is wear a tiara. Instead,
I wore one.
That was the closest thing to bridging their relationship problems that she could do is wear a tiara.
And I get it. I understand that Emily.
A lot of history, right?
She buries down her emotions. That's not who she is, And it's funny too because we're back on the whole swap between who's the better grandparent. You know what I mean? Like Richard was actually really nice in this episode.
Yeah, he was.
And Emily kind of swapped again. So it's kind of funny how we're going back and forth between the two of them. Whenever Richard's bad, Emily's kind of a hero, and vice versa. You know what I mean?
I think it washes out in the end. Not that they'll be even, but I think that
yeah, we're not keeping score. I'm not,
right. No. But by the time the show's over, I do feel like there's going to be this character really grew, right?
Yeah.
And this one didn't as much because it makes me think of. I know it's not really fair to compare shows, but Maisel, Abe really grew in his relationship with his daughter.
The scale really did tip a little bit on that
100%, right? Really far. At the end, it was oh my God, he really cares about his grandkids. He's really trying to build that relationship. He understands his daughter is special, right? And he's able to kind of express that.
Yeah.
Rose never gets there. You know, Rose is just about Rose at the end.
It was really sad, really tragic in that way, how Rose's character ended up in that show. You know
it is. It's she never really got past being a narcissist, really, the star of her own show a little bit.
And I do like comparing the parents on this show to the Maisel parents. Yeah, I mean, because they're very different characters, but there's a similarity, and obviously it's written by the same people, so
the generational difference is really highlighted between them. And obviously it's a completely different show, completely different characters. By the time the show's over, it may be that and I really hope it is that Emily and Lorelai have a real healthy relationship and come to a real good understanding of each other, and a lot of healing and forgiveness have happened.
But like I said, I like seeing,
we don't know.
I like seeing the parallels. I like seeing what was carried over from this show to Maisel. Sure. It's really enjoyable. I love the writing on the show. I think it's phenomenal.
Yeah, it's great. Thank you again for being here, guys. We will see you soon on the next one.
See ya.